we didn't talk about the Rams going down last night, and they fall down 14-0. They come back. And again, if the Rams played clean sheet football 2 of the last 3 weeks, they'd be 5-0. I know if grandmothers had wheels, they'd be wagons. I understand that.
That's not the analogy that I normally think
of. No. But if they just, protected on field goals, and if they just held on to the footballs, yada, 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 they'd be 5-0. Puka Nacua is the best receiver in the National Football League. Did I stutter?
You did not.
Okay. He gets the football, and it's just like 9 yards every time, right?
Every time.
And you're like, oh, it's going to be a first down. And then Devontae Adams is wide open. And then that means the run game can work as well. The play-action game in the Rams is lethal. Lethal. I mean, Stafford sits back there, and if he gets a second of time, he's just ripping, and there's chunk plays everywhere. Defensively, Jared Verse is just a monster nightmare. And then the mistakes come, and they lose. I mean, last night, that fumble by Kyren Williams inside the one was a killer. They do get the ball back, get overtime. They do get the opportunity to get the ball second in overtime, as Matthew Stafford deferred at the coin toss and was told you can't do that during overtime.
Teams should start taking the ball first. I don't understand that.
Well, let's get to this in a second.
All right.
Because the overtime rules almost cropped up again for a conversation today. Certainly if McVay had gone for the field goal at the end on 4th and short to tie the game and then play defense with timeouts and 4 minutes remaining on the clock, the likelihood of getting a tie in that instance for him, playing for the tie there instead of going for it on 4th down, I don't think that was ever a consideration. And as a matter of fact, he confirmed that after the game while taking the responsibility and the blame for the loss.
The 4th down call.
It's a bad call. It's a bad call by me.
85 of kicking the field goal there.
No. No. In hindsight, I wish I would have, but no. We came in here to try to win the football game. It didn't go down for us, Gary. That wasn't even a thought. But the play selection was very poor. I'm sick right now because I put our players in a spot, and I got to live with that.
Okay. Honesty and taking responsibility.
Tough to give Kyren the ball there when Stafford was so incredible in the second half and that drive in overtime.
I know. But that's the sort of thing that they normally get that 1 yard done. They really do.
I saw someone post about this as well. Really an argument as to why every team should have a tush-push play. Because that would obviously have given them the first down, and they'd probably go on to win the game.
You got to choose somebody else, though, right? You got to find a tight end if you got somebody like Stafford.
For sure. I mean, they have several of them. I mean, give the ball to Jared Verse. I doubt he's getting tackled for a loss on that play.
The Rams' next games, they're going to be at Baltimore, which will still be banged up and starting Cooper Rush. And then I see them in London at Wembley against the Jaguars, and then a bye. Then they're home against New Orleans. And then they're on the next 2 games that are going to be very crucial about winning their division. Go into San Francisco and get this series tie instead of being swept. Get Seattle coming in. Take care of them in a home date. Take care of Tampa on a Sunday night as Baker Mayfield's, I guess, reunion tour continues. And then a ton of winnable games for them. Not concerned about the Rams. They're still too damn good. I think they're a playoff team with a shot at still winning the division. They do have to win in San Francisco in that Week 10 game. That's a must if they want to win the division. And if not, they're going to wind up being on the road. They could be on the road at a place like Detroit again. Could you imagine that? And yet another playoff spot for them in Detroit? Or would they rather stay at home? I mean, who would be the 5 seed right now? It could be somebody from their division.
Sometimes home isn't even a home game.
I know, which is nuts, man. It's crazy. Especially when they're constantly asking whose house it is, and it's obvious it's not theirs.
House.
Allen and Herb Street even cracked wise about that last night.
Always a lot of Niner fans.
Everywhere.
Down here, yeah.
Now let's just quickly talk about them. The overtime rules again. You're like, why wouldn't you take the ball to start?
Take the ball to start.
Because you don't want to give your opponent the opportunity to get a 4th down. go for it situation every single time. You just don't want to give it to them. Even if you score a touchdown, then you know when you get the ball second, you have to score a touchdown in order to continue the game or go for 2 and win it. You're giving the other team the opportunity to just keep going for it on 4th down like they're playing a video game.
But say you score a touchdown, right? You have the opportunity to use as much clock as humanly possible,
right,
thus giving the other team who gets the ball second, they're going to have to play hurry up. They can't just take their sweet-ass time going down the field. There's maybe 3 minutes left or 3.5 minutes left. So they have to play a quicker game.
You get the ball, and you're going to say, here's what we're going to do. We are going to run clock and get
No, they're going to methodically go down the field and score.
That's a best-laid plan, but what if you don't do it?
And you give your defense a chance to rest.
Listen, you're the Rams. You just tied it up, and then you're like, let's give the ball to the 49ers. Let's play defense, and let's know what we have to do. You want to know what you have to do. If you did what I'm advocating, which is 5 more minutes on the back end, a full quarter of action, full 15 minutes of action, then you take the football to start. Just like anything else. You're not deferring anything to any second half. You take the football to start. Because the other team might not go for it on 4th down if you're going to just if there was another 5 if that was with 8 minutes to go in overtime, McVay would have kicked the field goal right there.
Yeah, sure.
And he would have played defense. I'd have more time, but instead there's 4 minutes to go. So I'm going to go for it right now. And I think maybe the NFL and the competition committee likes that because you just don't want these guys out there for another 5 minutes. They want it quick and done. Unfortunately, it's going to lead to a tie more often than not. I think, even though last night did not. I mean, the Niners played defense. I just think you tack on another 5 minutes.
I also think,
you tack on another 5 because had there still been another instance, right? Let's just say they did pick up that 1st down, and now they're chewing more clock, and now it's inside the 5-yard line, and the coach has now got a decision to make. Am I going for the tie right here, or am I going for the win from the 4-yard line on 4th and goal? Am I going for the tie or am I going for the win? And I know that's why they get paid the big bucks, and I know that's what we're trying to see these guys being put in that position. I'd rather see 5 more minutes of overtime.
I wonder if a fix potentially be take out the idea of the second death, right?
Right.
And just play it like a 4th quarter where you're playing it to 0.
TJ, do you have anything to say on this subject matter?
I know we've been going back and forth about the college thing, and I know you say you don't.
Takes the kicking game straight out.
Yeah, but
real quick.
What I was saying, start at the 50. It does not take the kicking game out.
What we saw last night, the Niners got the ball in the 40 because Cardi blew hitting the kicking zone. Do you know who hits the kicking zone every time? The landing zone, pardon me? Your guy.
Yeah.
Aubrey.
Well, Cardi's been a great kicker. He just blew it on that instance.
That happens, and that's why you don't take the kicking game out. Like, hey, let's just start you on the 50.
Miss it the other day, too?
I don't think so.
Somebody missed it.
No, Aubrey's the king of just putting it in the landing zone and making sure you get the ball on the 20.
I was saying in terms of last night, though, and the idea of the Rams taking the ball first, Stafford was on an ultimate heater last night. Why do you want to let him sit now and watch for 20 minutes of real time, 6 minutes of game time of him just sitting on the sideline? Let him go out there, stay hot, march down the field, score a touchdown, put the pressure back on Mac Jones. I just didn't like it. I didn't think McVay had his best night, and you kind of saw how the game played out.
You heard him say that the call sucked. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.